Hello, today we will tell you how you can manage Sigur access point. An access point controlled by a Sigur controller can be equipped with a barrier device, such as a door, a gate, or a turnstile. During operation, it is in one of three modes: normal, locked, or unlocked. In normal mode, the access point is closed. To enter or pass through, a person presents a contactless card, phone, or another identifier. After that, the system either allows or denies access according to the rules set within it. When the access point is switched to unlocked mode, the controller opens the actuator and keeps it in that state until the access point is switched to another state. This mode is used to keep the access point open for an extended period, for example, to provide free access to an office while its owner is present, or to allow people to pass through freely during an evacuation. In locked mode, the controller accordingly closes the actuator and then denies access, both when any identifier is presented, regardless of its access settings, and when the access request button is pressed. This mode is used to keep the access point closed for an extended period, for example, to lock an office while the manager is away or in emergency situations that threaten people's safety. You can switch modes manually in 3 different ways. In the software, go to the Access Points tab, select the access point from the list, and click the corresponding icon at the top. Second, in the software, go to the Monitoring tab, select the view with the floor plan, right-click on the access point, and then left-click on the desired item in the context menu. And the third option is to use an electronic identifier, such as a contactless card, along with special settings. Let's take a closer look at the third option. It can be used both by regular employees and, for example, by the security service. Using a card to change the access point mode can be useful in cases where an employee is directly at the door, turnstile, or barrier, or when they do not have access to the ACS due to security requirements. And in the security service, using a card allows you to lock or unlock doors without using a stationary computer. So, let's demonstrate how to set up this function. To allow an employee to change the state of an access point, launch the software and go to the Rules tab. Create a second level or higher access rule. Enter its name and click OK to continue. On the Main tab, set the validity period for the rule. Select the access points to which it will apply and the employees who will be able to change the mode of these points. On the Days tab, add at least 1 day and set the entry and exit times. On the Special Rules tab, enable the option to change the access point mode by double-tapping the card. And select one of the suggested options. For example, switch the access point from normal mode to unlocked and back. Save the settings by clicking Apply. We also have a separate video about working with the Rules tab. Now let's go to the Monitoring tab and make sure the settings are correct. Present the card to the reader twice. In the Event List field, you will see entries like the mode has been set to unlocked, double tap, from normal, and full name of the person who changed the mode. Please note that some readers process the card with a slight delay, so there should be a pause between the two presentations. This operating scenario does not require the controller to be constantly connected to the server and can be performed autonomously since access rules are stored directly in the controller's memory. You can also set up a barrier type access point to change its mode with a single card presentation. To do this, go to the Access Points tab, select the access point, open its settings, and turn off the Show Only Basic Settings option. Next, at the very bottom, enable the Gate Trigger mode. Click OK to apply the changes. Let's see how the settings work on the Monitoring tab. To do this, present the card. The barrier moves to the open position. Present the card again. The barrier moves to the closed position. This completes the setup. Thank you for your attention and see you next time.